Hi folks, if you're a medium format camera lover, I have great news for you because it looks like that if all works out fine, we are getting not only one, not only two, but probably three new medium format cameras from three different manufacturers. So a great year. The first camera coming, is the Fujifilm GFX 100 RF. I already leaked the images and specs exclusively for you on this channel. This is coming on March the 20th, but there will be at least one more, probably even two more medium format cameras coming later in the year. And today I want to talk specifically about the new Hasselblad X2D because there are some indications that this might be coming very soon, this camera. So this is pretty exciting. But before I dig into what to expect from Hasselblad and also from Leica this year, a quick reminder to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button to not miss any of the upcoming rumors. If you are into medium format cameras, there is some great news coming probably from Hasselblad and also Leica. But today I want to specifically talk a tiny bit more about the Hasselblad because we have an official document from the FCC showing that Hasselblad did register a new camera model on December 2, 2024. The document also shows that on May 31, we will also see the images of this camera on that FCC page. This means that the camera will for sure be announced before May 31 unless Hasselblad plans to leak out the info through the FCC and make it official through the FCC. The document doesn't say anything about what the camera is and if the camera is the X2D or something else, but looking at the release history of the recent medium format cameras, it makes totally sense that Hasselblad will announce a new X3D. The X2D is now 3 years old, so a refresh is highly likely to happen. We just got the 907X, so we really are likely getting the X3D within the next 3 months at max. And I saw a couple of rumors going around the web, so first I want to debunk what surely is not going to be true. Many rumor websites and YouTubers say that the new camera will have a new 150 megapixel sensor because Sony did register a new 150 megapixel medium format sensor, but they are blatantly wrong because this Sony sensor has a much larger size of 53 by 40 millimeter and it's not the usual Hasselblad Fujifilm GFX sensor, the small medium format sensor, the 44 by 33 millimeter. So this is not the sensor that will find its way on the new X3D. Currently, there's only one alternative new sensor from Sony made for this format, which is a global shutter sensor with 126 megapixel resolution. But this is a sensor made for industrial use, and I don't think this will find its way in the Hasselblad camera because, as you know, global shutters still don't have that top-notch image quality like rolling shutter sensors, so I don't think Hasselblad wants to dial back on image quality. As of now, Sony only offers this 102 megapixel sensor that for years now. I'm nearly certain if we are getting the X3D within May, then it has the same 102 megapixel sensor that from the X2D, from the GFX cameras and so forth. And that's actually not bad news. It has a stunning image quality performance, so it's a bit on the slow end. Usually on full frame sensors we see much faster pace of innovation, and in my opinion, if you're getting the X3D, the improvements will be made on all different aspects of the camera. You can see, for example, the new body having finally a joystick on the back so that you can control your EF points. It maybe even will have video, which is something the Fujifilm GFX cameras can do. So the Hasselblad could have a new processing engine, a new heat management system so that you can also shoot video with it. But I don't think that's now a top priority for Hasselblad. But that could be an option. I definitely see improved autofocus coming on the X2D with less hunting and more accurate eye autofocus and other things that are really needed now on a new model. So maybe even an AI chip to have object recognition on focus, and that would really make it way more usable than it is right now. What I definitely see not coming on the X2D is a dual card slot. It has 1 terabyte internal recording, and that's actually loved by every reviewer and owner of the X2D. Also, I don't see them going with a fully articulating screen. Would make the camera much more bigger and thicker. I don't see that coming. So I made you a list of my guesses about the X2D, what the camera could have. So many small improvements, particularly when it comes to autofocus performance. and probably the joystick on the back to control your autofocus points, and some other minor improvements that are needed, but nothing revolutionary, nothing really brand new. But this new Hasselblad medium format camera and the Fujifilm GFX 100 RF are very likely not going to be the only two medium format cameras coming this year, because I truly do believe that the Leica S4 is coming by end 2025. The Leica S4 is the successor of the Leica S3, which was a DSLR medium format camera. The new Leica S4 would be a mirrorless camera. We know that Leica is working on the new S4 mirrorless camera because they officially said it in an interview, and they also teased that camera back at the launch of the Leica M11 in 2022 in a video you can see here, where you see a mock-up of the new Leica S4 camera. Leica managers say that this camera is really likely to come in 2025. They didn't confirm it, but I think by end 2025 this camera will be ready. We don't know if it will use the same Sony 102 megapixel sensor or Leica will use one of their own sensors. We don't have any specs yet. If again you have some idea about when this camera will be released, or you find some rumors on the web, or you hear something from someone, again, you can contact me using the email address here in the contact form. But the wrap up here is that the Fujifilm GFX 100 RF will be announced on March 20. That Hasselblad did officially register a new camera that I think could be the X2DII, and this camera will be announced for sure before May 31. It will have 102 megapixel, but improved autofocus, improved usability with a joystick on the back, maybe video recording, but I don't think that's a top priority for Hasselblad, and improvements on other aspects of the camera. But it will be a sort of refresh and a small evolution, not a revolution. The Leica S4 hopefully also coming by end of 2025, but this will be priced above $10,000, probably $15,000, very expensive. If you are a medium format lover and have the money this year, you have probably 3 cameras, new cameras to choose from, or you may buy all 3 if you want, but there is something very exciting this year coming from these 3 companies. If you are more normal, average human being, middle class or lower class, like most of my followers, then what you're really focused on is what's coming next from Sony, Panasonic, Nikon and Canon. And I want to tease you that soon I can share the details about the next Panasonic camera that will be announced in April, so stay tuned for that. And hopefully I will also have some info about that other Sony niche camera coming in April, May. But for the rest, there's little to be excited for. There's the Canon R6 III probably coming before June. I think most of the exciting full-frame stuff will be announced in between September, October, November. So that's when the big guns will probably be announced. Folks, that's it for today. Again, like this video for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and see you soon.